Happy Taco Tuesday to everybody. Ooh, let me turn my headphones down. They are loud. Excuse me. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, officially checking in on WOSD Radio, DB Chicago, WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago, a 6 double XM media station, Ray Neal Media, WRLN, WBOE, which belongs to Reggie Miles, the professor, and of course, My Jam Radio, which belongs to Mike Brown, also known as Mike Breezy. Good evening to all, and to all a good evening. Barbara Jean and Deron Williams, thank you. Barbara Jean, as always, thank you for sharing the video. I appreciate it. And we have a phone number, 773-462-4447, 773-462-4447. And once again, I hate to start off my show with bad news, but we lost an icon in music, not just country and pop music, but music, period. She was the queen of country music. And that, of course, was Dolly Parton. She was 80 years old and she made her transition due to cancer. So tonight, we start off our show with a salute to, yep, you guessed it, Dolly Parton, or as I like to call her, Double D Parton. Here's the original version of I Will Always Love You on Bedtime Stories. Harley Quinn. Is that your real name or Harley Quinn? Hello, Harley. You ran out of crackers today. Where's Sir Boo Daddy at? Sir Boo Daddy. Need the crackers right over there. What is Al eating tonight? Trying to eat healthy. I'm actually eating tuna salad on crackers. All wheat crackers, Ritz. Everything tastes good when it sits on a Ritz. Yep, that's right. Dolly Parton. Sam B. How you be, Sam B?
But above all this, I wish you love.
Yep. Sherry Yvette Withers Banks.
Putting you to bed, but not to sleep. It's Al Greer with bedtime stories.
Mm. Only. And
And
will always love you. Henry Cooper, good evening, sir. Global payroll goddess, I think it is. Yes. Joe Coop, how do I know to turn to look at the screen? I don't know. Guess that's a gift. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you all. And as always, it's good to be seen. But don't say that at a funeral. Yeah. When you say it's better to be seen than to be viewed, some people will take that the wrong way, especially at a funeral. Yep. Not good to say at a funeral, especially in front of a grieving husband or wife. Yeah, don't say that. Say, how you doing? Oh, it's good to see you. Oh, better to be seen than be viewed. Oh boy. Sorry. from the soundtrack of The Bodyguard. That, of course, is Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. The song written by Dolly Parton. Dolly did it justice when she did it the first time, but Whitney, hmm, Whitney put the soul in it. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Leo Queen. Thank you for being on my TikTok, as well as Joe Coop and everyone else. Henry Cooper, Sherry Yvette Withers Banks, Barbara Jean, and Deron Williams. Thank you for being on my Facebook Live, as always. We lost this guy a few days ago. Great singer, and he had a great personality. This, of course, is Benjamin Lattimore, Sunshine Lady on Bedtime Stories. Hello to Randolph Walker, who's watching me right now on TikTok. They didn't put enough mayonnaise in there. Like they took a can of tuna and put some onions in it. You know? Henry Cooper, what have you guys been doing today? Besides working, I'm like, everybody's got a real job except for me. Hopefully that'll change real soon. Real soon. So don't be surprised if you get in an Uber or a Lyft or something and I show up, or if you order some Uber Eats and I show up. Yeah. Like Al Grizz delivering food now? Mm-hmm. Only because I don't want nobody in my car. Because Get Money. Is that Get Money? You know. But at any given time, I might have something in my car that I don't want to leave the car. You know? So that's it. Is that Get Money 13? I think it is. Linford 873. They should have put some more mayonnaise in it. Maybe I can doctor it up with another can of tuna. Kind of stretch it out. Phase Rouge, Rouge, Rudge. Hi, Phase. Thank you for being on my live. As always, I appreciate you guys. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here talking to myself or to my mother's picture, but I only do that when I've been smoking. And believe it or not, she actually listens to me. Although she can't hear me because, well, or she can hear me. Rocking with the best. Truth. Mm-mm-mm.
I know, I know.
Mm-mm-mm. The great Bill Withers, Sherry Yvette Withers Banks' uncle, right here on Bedtime Stories. And actually, it's her dad's real name. His real name is Bill Withers. How about that? It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Our number here is 773-462-4447. That's 773-462-4447. Hit me up if you feel like it, all right? More bedtime stories next. Hello to Truth, who's watching me on TikTok.
Zero two six six. You don't want to miss Dance Friday. Dancing all day on September 25th with Chicago's best DJs. Sponsored by NBC5 Chicago Telemundo, CTA, Rogers Park Fruit Market, Old World Market, More Smile.
And this station will be broadcasting live on the first day of the African Fest.
Indianapolis, get ready because real barbecue is back, baby. Garrett Smokehouse Barbecue, located right in the heart of the city in Indianapolis, Indiana, 5502 Emerson Way. They are serving up the flavors Indy's been missing. I'm talking about fall off the bone ribs, tender rib tips, juicy links, and all your barbecue favorites. And don't forget about them sides, because we love the sides with our barbecue. I'm talking about homemade greens, creamy mac and cheese, fresh coleslaw, potato salad, and those famous baked beans that will keep you coming back for more. Let Garrett Smokehouse Barbecue cater your next event. Call them 317-722-0506. And hey, when you call, tell me your nighttime girlfriend Kim Patterson sent you. Garrett Smokehouse Barbecue, 5502 Emerson Way. Open 7 days a week. You can't beat that. Call them 317-722-0506. Real smoke.
Mm-mm. Thank you, Kim Patterson. Real Indianapolis. Garrett's Smokehouse. Ask for him by name. When you get there, tell him your nighttime girlfriend, Kimberly Patterson, sent you. And you can even mention my name. You know, I don't know if that would do you any good, but go ahead and mention it. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. 773-462-4447 is our number here. Here's Big Whitney, as opposed to Little Whitney, right? Sentence me, baby. Put the handcuffs on me. I want to be your lover for life. Put me in an orange jumpsuit and throw me in the bed. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's Whitney on Bedtime Stories. You're at Smokehouse. Yeah. So Dolly Parton was 80 years old. And she has admitted herself that she's had some work done on her. Probably more work done on her than a 57 Chevy. These are her words now, not mine. Yep. I never speak ill of the dead, but these are her own words. And she looked good for an 80-year-old lady. Did you miss Jolene? No, you missed I Will Always Love You. That one I played. But not Jolene, Jolene. Mm-mm. You, I heard a version of Jolene. Somebody slowed it down and made it a stepper's cut. I'm like, I don't know if we should be stepping to Dolly Parton, but I'm just saying. What's up, sis? Sis, I got a gig this Saturday. You want to come help me? I'm gonna be at the Dan Ryan Woods. Come and hang out. We never hang out, when I'm DJing. So, my son, this is his new thing. He comes and supports his dad. Whether he's DJing or not, he'll whip out his computer, his controller, and he will just sit there, you know, not playing anything, but he'll have his equipment ready just in case I guess I fall out or something like that. I'm like, wow. Um, I don't know what to say. He used to hang out with me when he was younger, when it was my turn to have him for the weekend. I said, well, I got a party to do. And I would let his mom know where he was, and he was little at the time, so but he was, and he admitted he was he was a mama's boy. It's like, but now that his mom is not here, um, he's clinging on to me even more because he realizes I'm the only parent he's got now. And I tried to, kind of apologize for not being there and all of that stuff. He said, "That's in the past." You know, he said, "I realized you were doing your thing." I'm like, wow. He said, "You were just doing your thing." You know, I was like, "What? Well, thank you." He's like, "Dad, I get it." I said, "Oh, okay." So he said, "Dad, you were just doing your thing." I was like, "Yeah." And he was amazed by what I did. It was, Copper for Rose. Thank you. Yeah, he was, he said he was, um, I guess, moved the way I moved the crowd, you know? I don't know if this is the correct time, sis, but I'm sending it to you anyway. I'm hoping that well, it doesn't matter if it's earlier or not, already paid for it, you know what I'm saying? That you miss Jolene. Jolene. Somebody said Jolene better not show up at the funeral. Oh no. Jolene, Jolene. Your 12 hours. Good Lord. When do you sleep, Pamela? Hey, when do you sleep? Mm-mm. Two in a row from Whitney. That is Living for the Love of You, originally done by the Isley Brothers. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Pamela Hawkins. She just completed 12 hours of driving. I don't know how she does it. 12 hours straight? Please, I get fatigued just driving to Indianapolis. Bump that. I get fatigued going to Gary, you know. I mean, when I was younger, I loved to drive. I loved to drive all the time when I was younger. But now it's like, oh Lord, if I got to go to Indianapolis, I'd rather take a bus and go to sleep on the bus. Sorry, my people in Indianapolis. I love you guys though, but yeah, I if I can avoid driving going to Indianapolis, yeah, I would. I'd just get on the bus. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. Yesterday was Marshall Thompson's birthday. He made 85 yesterday. Tonight, we do two in a row from the Shallites, the group that he is the last man standing in. Here's Heavenly Body. Would you get it? Would you get it? 12 hours. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I would lose it. Well, Indianapolis, yeah. I mean, I've done it before by myself. I was like, ooh, I did it. I didn't need any help or anything. Everybody just sat in the car. I think I made the trip twice. I think, yeah, yeah. The first time it was. I think it was. Well, both times I think it was a concert. So that was it. Yeah, the first trip was with Sunshine. I think the second trip was with Brother Kev. Pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was. Your mom will be 85 in November. That is cool. Wow. I don't know if I told you guys this. And I'm not ashamed of it. I get high and talk to my mother's picture. I mean, I don't have to get high, but I can, what I do. And she answered me. I asked her to put in a word for me with the big guy, and it worked. It worked. I'm not, I'm, for anybody who don't believe, if you don't believe, take it from me. So, yep, take it from me because he did it for me. He did it for me. She did it. They did it. It got done. And that's it.
Putting you to bed. It's Al Greer with Bedtime Stories.
Mm. Mm-mm. That he is the last man standing in his heavenly body. Mm-mm. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Sending out my good night messages. Mm. 85. That is a blessing. I think my mom was 83 when she passed. I believe so. It was back in 2020. Mm-mm. That was the B side, or actually the A side of Have You Seen Her? But that song wasn't cutting it. So they flipped it over and played the B side. The B side, of course, was Have You Seen Her? It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. More bedtime stories coming up. You're the reason why. EU featuring Sugar Britches. And that's this Saturday. I can't make it. Look like a boy. I'm still waiting on my claim. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Once again, hello to my sister from another Mr. Ronnie. Thank you for being on my live. Pamela Hawkins, who drove 12 hours today. You're making all the money, sweetheart. I ain't mad at you. Here's Alexander O'Neill from probably one of his best albums ever. The name of the album was called Hearsay. This is Sunshine on Bedtime Stories. Still got my listeners and or watchers. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Wow. He's in the bathroom smoking, and all the smoke just billowed out of the bathroom into the studio.
'Putting you to bed, but not to sleep. It's Al Greer with Bedtime Stories.
Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Hello, sunshine. 'Cause Well, I guess I just have one person watching me on Facebook. Everybody else went to sleep, huh? Either that or they're just listening to me. They're just listening. 12 hours of driving, I would lose it. I'd be hallucinating. EJ and Enchantment and Sunshine on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Once again, we are on Facebook, we are on Restream, we're on TikTok, and we're on, what is the other one? Oh, YouTube. So you can check us out that way, or, or the regular way, like you're doing right now, just listening to me. The number here is 773-462-4447. Here's Peaches and Herb and Reunited on Bedtime Stories. Is it me or did everyone get quiet? What's going on? That was their comeback song, Reunited, along with Shake Your Groove Thing. I remember that song. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories on WOSD Radio, DB Chicago, WRLN Radio, a Ray Neal media station, WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago, a 6 double XM media station, as well as WBOE, which belongs to Reggie Miles, and of course, last but not least, My Jam Radio. Thank you for joining us on all those radio stations. We do appreciate it. Our phone number here is 773-462-4447. Once again, 773-462-4447. For all you Tony Braxton fans out there, this one is for you. And if your man talks in his sleep, just ignore him, okay? Good 12 hours. What the world? Two in a row from Tony Braxton. That is Just Be a Man About It, right here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. And a couple of stories too, but I won't tell any stories tonight. I just got out of the doghouse, so no stories tonight, guys. Sorry, just music. Okay, okay. Here's the first of two in a row from Drew Hill. This is Beauty is Her Name. I'm still tripping over this 12 hours. That is crazy. Excuse me while I blow my nose. I didn't have to blow it. It was just something floating around in my nose. I hate when that happens. When you get to a certain age, hair starts to accumulate in your nose. It's called nose hairs. The dreaded nose hairs. Did you really? Beauty is her name.
It's just got better with the original Peanut Butter Brother. That's what we call him. Al Greer and Bedtime Stories on WOSDRadio.com. With the original Peanut Butter Brother. That's what we call him. Al Greer and Bedtime Stories on WOSDRadio.com. Before bed, when you're completely flaccid, wrap the tissue strip around the shaft, snug but not tight. You want it resting against the skin, not squeezing. Step three, tape the overlapping ends together to create a little ring. The tape holds the seam closed, but the tissue itself is the weak point. That's what we want. So step four, wear snug underwear. Briefs are better than boxers for this because they'll help keep everything in place when you sleep. Step five, go to sleep and let your body do what it does. Step six, in the morning, before you get out of bed and before you start moving around, check the tissues and torn. So your body likely produced enough expansion overnight to break the tissue. Now,
Oh, hmm.
well, honey, well, honey, if you're watching this, I reckon it's time for me to say goodbye. Now, I hope I taught you a few things along the way. Love people, be kind, don't take yourself too seriously, and always leave a little sparkle wherever you go. Remember, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. And honey, leave something good every day. So don't you cry too long for me. Put on a good song, hug somebody you love, and go make this world a little sweeter.
Oh,
Someone you helped is telling people right now that you're actors.
tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Tell me it ain't good enough for you, baby.
Someone you helped is telling people right now that you're a actor.
What's that? Sound like it was trying to start all over again. Tell Me from Drew Hill, their first big hit, which hit the top 10 that year that it came out. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, with Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Dorva Underwood decided she was going to watch a special on Dolly Parton tonight. And I don't blame you. I'd be watching it too if I weren't playing this music here. More bedtime stories next. That's right, all day, all night. The mailman. And thank you. Right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Phyllis Hyman left a body of work, um, both released and unreleased. This one, of course, came from the album You Are My Starship. It was co written by Michael Henderson. He said, me and Phyllis need to do a duet together. And they did. This is We Both Deserve Each Other's Love on Bedtime Stories. Oh, yeah. And I resemble that remark. Is my boy. That, of course, is Phyllis Hyman whistling at the end of that song. Living All Alone, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Coming up in our last hour, we do a thing called Foreplay, 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. Another gentleman had a birthday this past, I think, a couple of days ago, if I'm not mistaken. Besides Marshall Thompson, of course. And we'll pay tribute to them tonight here on Bedtime Stories. Here's Charlie Wilson.
Try to breed for the albino koala, but it is an interesting animal if you've never seen one before. And albinos are found in other species as well.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Do we have time for something else, or go to commercial, and we have time for another animal, or?
Well, if you want to bring one out very quickly, it's an attractive animal.
Sure, we'll bring it out quickly. We'll be right back.
Stomach trouble?
A bottle of our finest Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, loss of stomach, diarrhea.
Great vintage, huh?
And it goes well with everything. Pepto-Bismol.
If you're frustrated with occasional bloating or gas, your body's giving you signs. It's time to try Align, the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand developed by gastroenterologists to help soothe occasional digestive upsets. When you feel the digestive signs, try Align. Another day, same pain, same med.
Ooh, killing that bass.
I'm so sweaty right now, it's like the East Wing of the White House in my pants. It's an absolute disaster. Thank you, Clean Bones. You know what? I did a couple of jokes like that last night in case y'all didn't hear about it. It's because I'm hosting a damn late night show. That's where you talk about the news and you make jokes. But I guess apparently because I did it really mess with people's heads. This was actually a headline, y'all. Jelly Roll stuns Jimmy Kimmel Live audience with multiple jabs at Trump. Didn't see this coming. I have to say, as a former felon, a drug dealer who has lost 300 pounds, has tattoos all over his face. regret. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done to stun people. What a turn of events. Who would have guessed I'd get in more trouble with the president than Rosie O'Donnell? I love you, Rosie. Thanks for having my back today, baby. Some folks online were upset that I didn't treat the president with reverence and dignity. But I want to remind y'all that I go by the name Jelly Roll. I don't even treat myself with reverence. One day I looked in the mirror and said, "You, my friend, are a pastry." Frankly, I think most people were just surprised that I had any opinions at all. They see a guy that looks like me and assume the only opinion I have is whether I prefer my math crystal or classic. Now, let's be honest for a second. Any U.S. president should be able to handle a few jokes, right? They should also be able to handle gas prices, health care, and the occasional international conflict. Look, y'all, I get it that some people are mad at me for goofing on Trump. But if you wanted me to make jokes about Kamala Harris, you should have voted for her. So for those who threaten to stop listening to my music based on my comment, I just want to say with conviction, go right ahead. Because I'm going to keep speaking my truth or my name isn't Post Malone. You know how hard it was explaining to my brother that the president was mad at me and my penis went viral last night? My monologue last night also caused a different kind of confusion for the news team at Your Morning Vancouver. Don't worry though, it was catch and release just like me. Those fish were let off early for good behavior.
It cleans up pretty good, doesn't it?
He does clean up really good.
He's lost a ton of weight, so
He really has. Yeah.
he's got himself in shape. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, actually, it's because the thermometers are kind of dark here, so I was reading the bumper. I thought it was Jimmy Kimmel I was looking at because I couldn't make it out. He's like behind the suit and short hair, and it wasn't Jimmy Kimmel.
If I'm getting mixed up for Jimmy Kimmel, that is very bad news for Jimmy Kimmel. Things are not going so great between the U.S. and our neighbors to the north right now. The president's been making all kinds of threats. He said that he's given serious consideration to changing the name of Lake Ontario to Lake America. He even posted a map of it, as you can see. Yep, you got him, sir. Brown by poutine. Here's the thing. You can't make the Great Lakes great again. They're already great. It's in the f***ing name. Trump claims that America is going to stop doing so much business with the Canadians because they're difficult and unreasonable. I hate to break it to the president, but we don't have a problem with Canada, do we? You have a problem with Canada. I got an idea. I say we let them fight it out. Donald Trump versus all of Canada, like the end of Gladiator. Put your swords down. Nobody helps. Just the president against 31 million hockey goons on the White House lawn. We'll call it the Maple Mayhem, the Saskatoon Smackdown. Sponsored by Monster Energy Drink. Did y'all guys hear about the scandal involving San Francisco 49ers?
That is Michael and his nephews, 3T. His nephews, of course, their father was Tito, and they all sound alike. Jermaine's son sounds like Michael. What's going on? Uncle Michael had some strong genes, didn't he? It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Too bad his own children don't look like him. More bedtime stories coming up next.
25. Ridge Road in Lansing, Illinois. Man, listen, if you are looking for activities to do during the week, I'm about to let you know. On Monday night, they have Senior Ball from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. On Tuesday night, Taco Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. On Wednesday night, $3.50 games from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. And on every first and third Thursday, you have Step and Bowl from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And on every fourth Thursday, you have R&B Bowl from 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. And once again, that is Strikes and Bites located in Lansing, Illinois at 2524 Ridge Road. To inquire for more, give them a call at 708-474-6707 or visit strikesandbites.com. And you can also check them out on all social media platforms at Strikes and Bites.
We're both from Tennessee, and she meant a lot to my family. We used to sit around the kitchen table and listen to her music together as a family. I'll never forget it. I learned so much from Dolly over the years about songwriting, how to handle this crazy business, and how to support your community. So I want to send my love to East Tennessee and Sevier County right now, representing her. We love you, Dolly. We miss you. She was infinitely talented. She was relentlessly funny and adored by all. She might be the last American that everyone liked. We will miss her dearly. Rest in peace, Dolly. We will always love you. I love this quote, y'all. Dolly once said, if you see someone without a smile today, so I'm going to do as Dolly did, try to put a smile on her face right now with something extremely stupid. Is that okay? When I was here last year, they let me create my own awards ceremony. And it shines light on everyday Americans who are at the very best at what they do. With that said, it is our second annual Jelly Award.
It's a family festival of music, food, arts, crafts, games, and more. Get tickets now at www.festivelife.org or call 312-427-0266. You don't want to miss Dance Friday. Dancing all day on September 25th with Chicago's best DJs, sponsored by NBC5 Chicago Telemundo, CTA, Rogers Park Food Market, and World Market. More smiles.
Say, hey, all right. Anyway, it is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, looking for some Boo Daddy tonight. I don't have as many viewers that I had last night. I don't know what he did. He waved his magic boo wand, and I had a whole bunch of listeners and or watchers on TikTok, but that's okay. I thank you guys who are listening on the different apps. Thank you so much for doing so. This gentleman here, he was with a group called Return to Forever. They did avant-garde jazz, or what they call jazz fusion, which was jazz mixed with R&B and of course rock music. He was part of a quartet that consists of Al Di Meola, Lenny White, Chick Corea, and this guy. Here's Stanley Clark with a little help from Howard Hewitt. This is Heaven Sent You on Bedtime Stories.
With her vehicle registration renewal.
And I looked at it and I said, I don't think so.
The plate reads SQZ855, and from a distance, those 5 5s can be read as S's. Well, you get the picture.
I can handle it. I get a few honks in a row. Actually, being over 70, I might like a few honks.
Wait a minute. I think that's one of the license plate I made in jail.
No.
Familiar? Next, in our K9 category, we honor this year's most goodest boy. Next up, we present. I can't believe they let me do this. Next up, we present the gold medal in stoop diving.
Yo,
Damn, John, what the
You might just have to stay down there and sleep that one off, Big Dog. And our final Jelly Award is for Party Animal of the Year.
Nothing prepared officers for what they found during this traffic stop on Monday.
Is that a raccoon?
Yeah, it's
A patrolman noticed something very unusual in the front seat of her SUV. A raccoon holding a pipe that is used to smoke crystal methamphetamine.
The raccoon has her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now.
Her mother told the officers that the raccoon is their pet, and his name is Chewy. When the officer took the pipe from Chewy, the pet grabbed another pipe.
Oh, there's no. It's trying to smoke it. Well, that's okay, officer. It's an emotional support meth raccoon. And here to accept his award in person, it's the honor of my lifetime to introduce Chewy the Meth Raccoon. You never stop being you, little guy. I'd like to remind everyone that this show won a Peabody this year. We have a great show for you tonight, everybody.
Mm-mm. Woo. Chewy the meth smoking raccoon. I've seen it all. Ugh.
This is Mercy, one of the house gals. Hi, this is Tracy T, one of the house gals. This is Sabrina, one of the house gals. You're listening to Al Greer, Bedtime Stories.
accused of shooting some of his co-workers at a warehouse in Columbus, Ohio last year. Bruce Foster III has pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. Foster, who is African-American, is facing charges including 4 counts of aggravated murder in connection with the February 2025 attack. 2 people were killed and 4 others were injured in the shooting. The spike in prices of school supplies is affecting many parents as schools go back into session in many parts of the country this week. Some areas of the country already have classrooms resuming studies. Many Black communities are organizing back-to-school giveaways to help families offset rising school supply costs. Many churches in the South organized school supply giveaways, and some school districts organized backpack giveaways. According to NBC 10, the Chester Upland School
Make your station sound better in
in the bag hanging up on the what you call it now? My overnight bag. Yeah, it's some little scissors, but they sharp. Two in a row from Stanley Clark and Howard Hewitt. That is Fantasy Love Before That Heaven Sent You right here on Bedtime Stories. Just ahead of Foreplay. After this one from Angela Bofill. This is Stop, Look, and Listen to Your Heart on Bedtime Stories.
This is our first time meeting. Yes, sir.
Can I just say one thing? First of all, I'm amazed you do political jokes. But the thing is that...
Me too.
Yeah. You are wonderful here at this desk.
Now, I know we are both music lovers.
Yes, we are.
I want to go
Except
back.
I can't make music.
No, well, we'll talk about that later, I'm sure. But I've got a feeling you can make that. I've got a feeling you can at least made some music.
Well, that is in my shower. But I sang when I was 13 at my bar mitzvah, and basically that was it. And that was all key.
Now, besides your bar mitzvah, what was your first concert?
My first concert was I went to the drama school in New Haven, and I went to see Janis Joplin in the rain.
Now, I don't want to age you, but what year was this?
That was 1967.
Wow.
68, somewhere in there.
30 years later, I go to my first concert from Lollapalooza 1997 to see Korn and Tool and Damian Marley and Snoop Dogg. I got a feeling we were both high, but two totally different kind of concerts.
You know what? I did get high at drama school, but not that night. But my last concert was I just saw Louis Cabal.
Really?
Yes,
He's incredible.
At the Bowl. Yeah.
He is unbelievable. Which one of your favorite idols have you met musically?
You know what? I have to say, I don't have a favorite because music is so important to me. I can't make it, so I depend on it. I love Bruno Mars. I love Bruce Springsteen. I love Sia. I love Brandy Carlisle.
Oh my! I love Brandy Carlisle.
Oh my God!
I love
I
Brandy
saw you
Carlisle.
sing with her.
Have you been to a Brandy Carlisle?
I have twice.
No way.
I did, and you know I can't leave the venue without giving her a hug.
Oh.
So I wait like a 9-year-old girl, and and then her friend was Joni Mitchell that night.
No way.
So I'm hugging Brandy, and I see Joni Mitchell, and I said, "Excuse me." I went in and I said, "Hello, my name is Henry Winkler." She said, "I know who you are." Then I said, "Oh, this is my wife Stacy," and she went, "Oh, so you're the one who married the father." And then you cannot forget Louis Cabaldi and Jelly Roll.
Yes, baby.
I don't know if you've heard him, but I've got his records.
You know the best part of that story to me is I'm imagining you with Jody. Believe that's Jody, and she's looking at you going, "I can't believe that's Henry Winkler."
I was amazed because I never assume anything. So when she said that, and then when she said that, I wet my pants.
Listen. Probably one of the most beautiful songs ever written. Tom Bell and Linda Creed wrote it, and of course that is Angela Bofield. And stop, look, and listen to your heart here on Bedtime Stories. We're WOSD Radio, DB Chicago, WRLN Radio, a radio media station, WCHI, Biggs Radio, Chicago, 6XXM media station, WBOE, and of course, My Jam Radio. It is time for Foreplay. They originally hailed from Canton, Ohio, which is like a suburb of Dayton, Ohio. They were discovered by a guy by the name of Frankie Crocker and his partner. They recorded them as the Triumphs. One of their first big songs was Lonely, Lonely Drifter, which was written by Eddie Levert. He said he'd never seen an ocean before in his life. Like, so how'd you come up with the idea? He's like, I don't know. It's just got a chance to interview Eddie a few years ago. And he was interviewed first by some people over at WVON. I'm not going to mention their names in case they're listening. Because he said, they were kind of young, weren't they? I said, yeah. They don't know about lipstick traces and let it all out and Yeah, they don't. You're the best thing since candy. They weren't even born yet. So they changed their name from the Triumphs to the OJs, which they took from Eddie OJ, who was a popular DJ at the time. So they became the OJs. At one time, they were going to get out of music because it just wasn't working for them. Two of the members decided they were going to become fathers and family men, in that order. And they did. Two members dropped out, three members hung in there. One of them passed, and that was William Powell. He made his transition. He was replaced by Sammy Strain and a host of other people whose names I can't remember right. But tonight, I'm glad Troy is not on here to tease me. Tonight, we feature in Foreplay the music of Eddie Levert, William Powell, or Sammy Strain, and of course, the birthday boy, Williams. I just had a brain fart there. You're the OJs inside Foreplay. Walter Williams. There it is. Mm. We cry together. That's AI like a mug. AI, or as I like to call it, Al. It's a capital I, but it looks like Al. I love it, Al. Well, I guess everybody went to sleep, huh? And rightfully so. Hope it wasn't me that put them to sleep. Oh, you had the Coops hit me up on Restream, talking about Google Baby or whatever that thing is.
Let's do some foreplay with Greer on Bedtime Stories.
Now, I know that we both think that music can be very therapeutic. Yeah. I credit music for helping me. It would get my mother out of dark times and get her into the community of the household. And she would play songs for us. And it's what made me want to write songs as a child. Even as a 41-year-old man, I think I'm still trying to write songs to help my mother. I've just been blessed that they've helped a lot of other people along the way. What has music played a role in you and in some of your struggles?
When I read, when I memorize, let's say I have a monologue, I find music that is emotionally right for that monologue. I then play the music while I'm memorizing. Then when I'm doing it for the camera or on stage, I hear the music in my head, which helps me build the emotion.
Wow. I want you to say it. I want to say it clearly in front of everybody. You are just an absolutely beautiful soul. We are so honored to live in your world and to your time. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Henry. I love you. One tag in this history. And Henry Davis, Detective Duck Truck is available for pre-order now. We'll be right back with
Hmm. Oh.
Al Greer on Bedtime Stories.
Baby. Loving you. Glad I wore pants tonight, huh? Mm. Mm-mm.
Foreplay with Al Greer on Bedtime Stories.
You've thought about starting your station long enough. So the music legend, the queen of country, Dolly Parton, died earlier today at 80 years old. She lived an amazing life. She was not only a wonderful artist, but a wonderful person as well, doing a lot of charity work, philanthropy, just a fantastic individual all around. And I've seen something really disgusting following the announcement of her death. It's Republicans like Donald Trump and the people around him and Republicans in the state of Tennessee trying to make it seem like Dolly Parton was aligned with them on the issues, that she agreed with them, and that couldn't be further from the truth. So I want to set the record straight, and let's just look at Donald Trump's statement, because it's no problem here. He said, "Very sad to report that Dolly Parton, one of the greatest country singers and far beyond ever, has just passed away. This is a true loss for millions of people. There's never been anyone like her and never will. In her honor, I am lowering the American flag throughout the United States for a 1-week period beginning tonight at 6 p.m. Rest in peace, Dolly. The world loves you." So I have no problem with this statement. I have no problem with him lowering the flags. That's wonderful. What I do have a problem with, however, is how Republicans have gone after the things that Dolly Parton cared about, and then Donald Trump is pretending that he was aligned with her, that he loved her, that he respected her. It just doesn't seem like that to me. For example, we all know about Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Just an amazing feat of charity, a wonderful thing that she did during her life. She sent over 332 million free books to children under the age of 5 since it was first created 31 years ago. I mean, that is remarkable. I can't even conceptualize 332 million books, but that's what Dolly Parton did. Really, really amazing. But here's the thing. Missouri Republicans cut $4 million in funding for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library literacy program, which of course sent monthly books to kids under 5. They cut $4 million, a program that is meant to help kids read, learn, become smarter, become literate. They cut $4 million from, and they don't want you to talk about that. They don't want you to know about the money they got from her programs following her death. They want to pretend like it was all sunshine and rainbows, that she was like a darling of the right. Couldn't be further from the truth. Couldn't be further from the truth. So let's not forget this stuff. Let's not forget the $4 million they cut. You know, it's insane. Or what about this? In 2022.
Thank you. Wrapping up foreplay on the OJs. Happy birthday to Walter Williams. He just made 85. As I always describe them, as like Eddie Levert brought the gruff. He brought that, that urgency, and Walter would just smooth it over. you know, uh, Eddie was like, come here, girl. Kind of like that Teddy Pendergrass, and then Walter would just smooth it over, like, I really miss you, Brandy. Yeah, the dynamic duo right there. More bedtime stories next.
This part is absolutely free.
You know? And when it comes to Dolly Parton, there is a reason why black people have so much love for her. And for me, it starts with Whitney Houston. In 1973, Dolly Parton wrote I Will Always Love You. Nearly 20 years later, Whitney Houston recorded it for The Bodyguard. Whitney's version became one of the biggest selling singles of all time. And because Dolly wrote it, she earned an estimated $10 million in royalties in the 90s from Whitney's version. Dolly took some of that money and invested it in an office and retail complex in a predominantly black neighborhood in Nashville. And I thought, well, I am going to buy this place in the whole strip mall, and I thought this is the perfect place for me to be, considering it was Whitney. And so I just thought this was great. I was going to be down here with our people, where my people is. Well, there's another piece of Dolly's legacy that's worth talking about. For years, one of her dinner attractions.
State Farm, a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories. On WCHI Biggs Radio, Chicago, a 6XXM media station. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. A few days ago, we had a heavenly birthday from Mr. Isaac Hayes. Isaac was not only a songwriter, he was a producer, he was an arranger, and at one point they tried to take away his Oscar for theme from Shaft, saying that he could not read music nor write it, but he would dictate the music to an arranger, and the arranger would do the song. So it was his idea, it came out of his head, and he did it. He was an excellent songwriter and arranger. Barry White couldn't read music either, but he was an excellent arranger. He had Gene Page on his payroll. So tonight, this song is from Isaac Hayes and Donald Byrd. It's called Feel Like Loving You Today on Bedtime Stories.
It's called the Dixie Stampede. In 2018, she removed Dixie from the name. At the time, she said she didn't understand why comparing imagery and language like that could be painful. But listen to what she said next. And you just do stuff not realizing. But as soon as you realize if it is a problem, then you should fix it. You know, don't be a dumbass. Then came 2020, George Floyd was murdered. Protests were happening across the country, and saying Black Lives Matter had somehow become controversial. Now, Dolly was asked about it, and she didn't answer on the question at all. But I do understand people having to make themselves known and felt and seen. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Do we think our little white asses are the only ones that matter? No. Now, I know this makes Dolly Parton a civil rights activist. I'm not trying to make her into one, but I do think that all of this tells us something about her. Dolly Parton was born in 1946 in rural Tennessee. She became an icon in country music, a genre with its own complicated racial history. And yet, when she realized she was doing something that could hurt people, she just changed it. When supporting Black Lives publicly became politically inconvenient, she said it anyway. And when a black woman took a song that she wrote and turned it into one of the greatest recordings of all time, Dolly didn't diminish Whitney's contribution. She celebrated it. So as people remember Dolly Parton and everything that she gave to music, I think that this part of her legacy is worth remembering too. I honestly thought Dolly Parton would just live forever, but unfortunately today, August 25th, 2026, she passed away at the age of 80 years old. Rest in peace to the legend, the icon, the one and the only Dolly Parton. Have you been talking about? for years whenever dinner.
Insane Origins, Part 2. Dolly Parton was born dirt poor in a one-bedroom cabin in the mountains of Tennessee. The home had no electricity or running water, so Dolly and her 11 siblings struggled to stay clean. Their father was a sharecropper who couldn't read and struggled to make ends meet for his many children. As the family grew, the older kids took on more responsibilities, and Dolly, being the fourth of 12 children, had to look after her younger siblings. He would often entertain them with her guitar playing and singing before turning her talents into a career. Much of her music is inspired by her tough upbringing, and today she donates millions to help those in need. It's why they believe that Shrek was modeled after Maurice Tillett, aka the world's ugliest man. He was a celebrated pro wrestler in the 1940s who suffered from acromegaly, a condition that results in bone overgrowth and thickening. DreamWorks has declined to comment on whether or not this is true, despite the uncanny resemblance. Here's the Paramount Pictures logo on the day it was originally painted in 1965. DJ scratching was invented in 1975 when Grand Wizard Theodore would play his records too loudly, prompting his mother to constantly enter his room and scold him. This caused Theodore to hold the record still, accidentally moving it back and forth and liking the sound it made. Mr. Paul.
Put on your PJs. It's time for bedtime stories with Al Greer.
Oh, girl. So when I met her, meaning Alicia Keys, she handed me the CD. She said, "Since you didn't like Fallen, you picked the next single from the CD." And I did. I picked that one, "Rock With You," from the soundtrack of Shaft. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. And I got to say this, um, our prayers have been answered. Not only has Father Flager been reinstated as the, something wrong with it. Not only has Father, take two, not only has Father Flager been reinstated as the pastor of St. Sabina Church, after 12 days, the lights are back on in Gary. Thank God. More bedtime stories next.
Because I can reach it.
A surprisingly great rates to fit any budget, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Hi, this is the Lost Generation, the same group that brought you hits for years. Our new release, People Make the World Go Round, is the latest release available on all digital platforms, online, and Alexa.
Say Alexa, play People Make the World Go Round. Also, follow us on Facebook and other social sites for more information and great music.
Show didn't. Anyway, it's bedtime stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Once again, the phone number is 773-462-4447. Once again, the people in Gary, we love you. Your prayers and our prayers have been answered, and your lights have been restored after 12 days of being in the dark. Oh, Lord have mercy. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, with a request that I couldn't get to last night for Lady Lynn. This is One Way featuring Al Hudson. It's called Call Me. Mm. Chuck Arrington. Don Huggins, yeah. I know him, yeah. Yes, I do. Don Huggins is a very generous man. At the lowest part of my life, Don Huggins sent me money, thanks to Brother Casper. I wasn't expecting it. I talked to Casper. I told him I'd lost my job. I, was sleeping on a couch in a basement, and he said, "Man, I'll call you back." I said, "Okay, Casper." Casper never called me back. He texted me. He said, "Check your bank account." I said, "Check my bank account." Don Huggins sent me money. I'm not going to say how much money he sent me, but I was like, I'm good, Mr. Arrington, in the middle of a story. I'm not going to disclose how much money Mr. Huggins sent me, but it was quite a lot. And I was just floored. I was like, I couldn't. This is a man that I've never met before, but I've talked to on the phone. You know, you never know who your true friends are, even those that you've never met before. I've never met Don Huggins. I've talked to him on the phone numerous times. We have, you know, text each other on not Facebook, but you know, he has sent me, countless Gmails. I think the last one had something to do with Melba Moore. I was like, you don't. I said, you don't have to ask me to play Melba Moore's music. From uh, from the time I was young, I was crazy about Melba Moore. You stepped into my life, and I'm oh so happy. And of course, the song where she holds that note for 3 days and she lets it go. Lean on me. It's man. I might have to end my show with that song. But Don is the man. Anything Don asked me for, he got it. He got it. One Way, featuring Al Hudson and More Than Friends, Less Than Lovers. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al. Peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. It's getting late. I didn't get a nap this afternoon, so that's what happens. You know, when I don't turn the phone off or put it on Do Not Disturb. Chuck Arrington, thank you for being on my Facebook Live. Miss Ann, thank you for being on my TikTok Live. I appreciate you guys so much. And your donations are welcome via Zelle at dralgreer@gmail.com. That's DRALGREER at gmail.com. Dr. Al Greer, all one word, all lowercase. And thank you so much in advance for sending a donation, because I know this is a labor of love, and I don't have a real job like some of you all do. So this is my main source of recreation. Okay, just letting you guys know. Mr. Arrington and I have a mutual friend whom I've never met before. I've never met this guy before, but I've talked to him on the phone through DJ Casper. I've emailed him back and forth about songs, and he asked me to play a Melba Moore song. I was like, man, you don't have to ask me to play Melba Moore. I had a crush on her as a kid. You know, I just thought she was so beautiful, expressive, those big old eyes of hers, those big old lips. Uh-oh, about to get in trouble. Let me play the song. Hello, Miss Ann. Thank you for being on my TikTok Live. Appreciate it. Here's Lean on Me from Melba Moore on Bedtime Stories. Don Huggins, what's up?
That looks good. Can I have some? No, that one is mine. I will bring you something to eat. Here, drink this. That looks good. Can I have some? No.
Melania Trump was allegedly caught saying, "I can't take any more," to her husband Donald during a tense exchange. According to a top lip reader, the couple's relationship is under fresh scrutiny following this incident. The exchange occurred at the Freedom 250 IndyCar Grand Prix in Washington, marking Melania's first public appearance in weeks. Professional lip reader Jeremy Freeman analyzed a 26-second video clip that has circulated extensively on social media. Freeman claims Melania expressed frustration, saying, "That's the problem, people react." Donald responded with, "Well, knock it off," but it seemingly ignited further anger from Melania. She snapped back asking, "Are you?" and continued with, "It happened 2 times." Donald acknowledged her exasperation, saying, "I know," before Melania concluded with, "I can't take any more." This interaction has sparked many reactions online, with some suggesting that Melania wanted to show her anger. Others noted it appeared they were having a serious discussion, while one remarked on their public interaction. Later, Donald was seen speaking briefly with his executive assistant, Natalie Hart, after Melania walked away.
How's this for?
You're listening to Bedtime Stories with Dr. Al Greer, where we put you to bed and never to sleep.
And that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for staying up with me, Miss Ann, Charles Arrington, Pamela Hawkins, Deron Williams, my sister Ronnie, also Henry Cooper. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. We do it again tomorrow. Same time, same stations. It's Bedtime Stories. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Good night, Monique. Welcome back. And we're done. Time to eat some cereal and watch Two Broke Girls. That's my thing. Good night, all.